Hey there everybody, check this out. I got the new ARRMA KRATON 8S from Horizon Hobby. They just sent it yesterday. And I've had a chance to unbox it and kind of go over some things, and I want to show you how big this truck is. This is what you call a 5th scale brushless speed monster truck. It runs on 8-cell LiPo. I got two 4S 5000s in it. And this here is one of my Fusion 480 helicopters, and you can see the mass size of this thing. It's giant. Look at that massive tire. They're like 9-inch tires. Anyway, this is my Fusion 480. Set that aside. I was just doing some bush trimming with it. Got them nice and even with the inverted flight on the 480. Looks pretty good. Anyway, back to the KRATON. We got this here new KRATON. It's got a Spectrum motor in it. It's a Spectrum 1250 kV giant motor. We've got a 160 amp smart speed control, runs on the 8-cell LiPo that are plugged in here. I am using adapters because these are some batteries out of my airplanes. Anyway, we got 200 millimeter shocks on this. They're giant, big, heavy duty springs. Oil in them, of course. Huge bracing. It's got the new, this is the new V2 version. It's got an actual support in the center here so that these braces stay solid. They're not as long as the first version was. So that's new. They've shimmed the axles and done a lot of work to keep this car tight. So it's really plush. I can go ahead and run it here for you. Oh yeah, I'm using the smart programmer basically to program my speed control. Some of the settings in there, you know, they're kind of a little bit beginner. I did up my punch level. I didn't go to 5, I went to 4, and I increased the brake strength on it with this. And you can also do timing, but I did put the timing back to 0. It was fine with 15 degrees, although I just don't want my wife to break it, so we slowed her down a little bit because Heather does drive it. So anyway, Mrs. Show loves it. Our dogs love it. They're over there waiting to have a little experience with it. I am using, let's see, it does come with a radio. The radio here is this Spectrum, I think they call it a DX3. And it's a little bit of a beginner radio. It will work though. It will work fine if you know you need to bash your radio. I do, however, use my DX5, and go ahead and turn that on for you. This does have the AVC function, and I do have smart telemetry through it. So I did the latest update to 1.08, and we've got the new update going on that, so that it will give you the Spectrum telemetry. You can see it come on and it starts to sing to you. I'm gonna go ahead and put the body on. It has these cool clips. These clips here that you won't lose. They're tethered in case you space like I do. You always lay them down and forget where you put them and all. So this is pretty cool. It's got these plastic bushings on there to keep it nice and solid. So as we get these on here, my dogs are getting all excited. Louie dog over there, he's getting ready, he's gonna hurt it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll set this on the ground here, and you'll see this does have AVC, and it has a strong servo. It does react well, and it's got your AVC correction auto gyro basically to keep it tight. I can adjust it here on my D switch. I've got it set to that, and I've got it where I like it. So go ahead and give you a little test run video. Mr. Louie can take a look. And we won't try to hit nothing. Whoops, you're gonna need a bigger yard to play with sometimes. We can do a little monster truck action in here. I do have a backyard, but we always play here. So I'll just kind of rip up the yard and show you how good it jumps and all. I can go way higher, of course, but it does react well to throttle. And it lands really plush. Whoops. It does have a servo saver for when you doink it like that. Go ahead and go out in the yard here. Street run. Let's show you some speed. Stay, Louie dog. Okay, boy. There we go. Nobody in the road. Get that guy, huh? Okay. KRATON 8S. Neighbors love me, huh? So we're on punch level 4, kind of gone through this. I put my brake strength back to 50%. It's plenty. On the radio it says 75, but the strength in the speed control itself is 50. We got some neighbors. Anyway, see, we can rip up everybody's yard now. There's the vacant house next door. You just gotta tear it all up, everybody. Anyway, my dogs are gonna go ballistic because of this other dog. Oh, Penny, quiet down. This is a day in the life, everybody. That's how it goes. I'm not gonna edit this video. Penny, you get your own car. There's some neighbors. Penny, come on. Penny, stop it. Quit it. Crazy dogs, crazy dogs, crazy dogs. It does have a pretty good turning radius. You can see I'm in full turn right now, and it will just do circles around this. I did, however, center my servo. I pulled the servo out this morning and I centered it up. It wasn't agreeing with the other radio. So you can see here, this does turn pretty good for a big truck. Anyway, it's pretty reactive. It's got really nice suspension. Go ahead and show you. It doesn't bottom out. It's really nice and solid. It's got some really thick oil in the shocks, so it's pretty firm, and it handles great. It's got a lot of suspension. But anyway, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I want to thank Horizon Hobby and everything they do for me, and I want to, you know, show the world. But you know, sometimes I fly helicopters every day, and I need something new to do, and I suggest that everyone, you know, stays with the hobby and just tries new things, whether it's a car or a boat or helicopter, whatever. I'm into it all. So anyway, that's the day with neighbors walking by and face mask and dogs running around. That's kind of how it's been. So hope everyone's having a good time. Oh, the last thing, I wanted to show you the telemetry on there. There you go. So you can see I have 31.9 volts in my battery right now, and my motor's amperage is right there. I can whoop, I'm trying to look at my radio here. You can see I'll just lift it up. You can see how the amperage and all shows in the speed controller here and the RPM of the motor. So there's live, it's pulling 3 amps right now. And that's motor RPM. And there's a couple other screens here. Another couple ways to look at it. The FET temperature is 40 degrees Celsius right now. So it's a good way to keep track of what's going on with your car and if your battery is going to die or not. My timer just went off, but you can see I still have 31.8 volts. And the battery lasts quite a while actually in this car. So it's stock gearing and all. I haven't done anything to it. But I think it's awesome. It drives really good. You know, just being a standard RC guy, I went through everything. I checked the Loctite on the bolts and stuff and just kind of made sure everything was tight. I did get a couple, like a half a turn on my pinion gear, just checked it, and you know, I tightened it up a little, but it's a standard thing, you guys. You gotta realize these are made in a factory, they're mass produced. So with any RC knowledge at all, you should make sure that your truck is sound and that everything is proper. So anyway, have a good day. Bye bye.